Feel alive, nigga. Shit. That's the best way you can feel.
How was your ride over here?
Shit. Man, niggas in Detroit can't drive. Like, I would say smooth, but I'd be lying. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it go. Niggas want to switch lanes without looking type shit. You know? But I made it here, you know, safely type shit.
Like, welcome to CMCULTURE, man. So,
it's good.
So, let's just get right into the music. So, you just dropped 858, right?
Facts.
So, how has the response to that project, been so far since it dropped?
It's been a good response to me, because, I mean, it's just funny, like, when you be working on that shit for so long, and, like, you be thinking, like, man, niggas gonna fuck with, like, this track, and then they be like, they send that shit back, like, oh, this is my favorite song, and that's not what you was expecting. That's usually my favorite part, too, like, I can't believe niggas like that shit. That's, like, my least favorite song.
Yeah, that's how I notice it all. It is, yo, the things you criticize the most, other people like other people fuck with the most.
Yeah, that's exactly how it be.
So, that's dope, though. How do you pick the songs? Because your projects are like very curated. Like, how do you pick what songs you want to put on your project?
Because, I mean, me, like, the way I make my songs, like, usually I just record the first verse, see how it sounds. If I don't fuck with it beyond the first verse, I just trash that shit.
Right.
So, I mean, usually, like, if I make the whole song and it's recorded and all that shit, I already know that shit good. And I'm not one of them niggas that make 100 songs for an album. Like, nigga, I made 9 songs for the album. My album, 9 songs.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good, because I like a well condensed album or project that's like put together. Because if it's too long and you got, it'd be too many whack songs on there. But
filler shit. That's basically what it be.
Yeah, just filler.
And I don't fuck with that at all.
Right. So this project, how do you this project is following your last two, Late the Movie, Late Again.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this one really differentiate itself from those two projects besides the title?
Well, the content is just way different content wise, because I mean, Late Again, that shit is like, man, I ain't going to motherfucking college, I ain't really trying to work no motherfucking job, no type shit. And like 858 is like, man, I'm out here, living life, sipping champagne. We got motherfucking lost with like
Facts.
models and shit. So it's like,
or I see
it's different.
I see you on the gram popping bottles and shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. So I mean, like, I just don't even give a fuck about the same shit that I used to give a fuck about. Like,
right.
I used to like talk about niggas like, man, you going to college, all that shit, and you could have did this. I don't give a fuck what another nigga doing. Right. I'm just talking about me, right. How I live. You know what I'm saying?
So you ain't necessarily worried about the college life and all that.
Yeah, like I could go back and listen to a song like that I made, and like that shit irritate me. Like, man, I don't even think of it this same way no more. Like, nigga, right. Like, even if I'm down, like, I just don't give a fuck about that type of shit no more. Like, I had a song called Monday Stress, where it's like I got fired, and I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna get my next check? How? Woo. I'm sad. I can't even put myself in that kind of mind state no more.
Right.
So, the nigga that made Late the Movie and Late Again, I ain't gonna say he gone, but that nigga, he sip champagne and he be in the loft and shit.
Right. That's what's up. So, like, one of the records that, like, I started to fuck with even more, and this was after I reviewed the project, was What You Want. And for some reason, when I first heard it, I didn't notice it was a sample. And you sampled LaToya Torn. And
I ain't gonna lie,
you ain't even...
No, I don't know. That nigga Dag made the beat. I don't know. I think it's Mary J. Blige.
It's definitely LaToya, because I looked it up. It's definitely LaToya.
It's LaToya.
Because I heard the song and I'm like, I know this song, I know this beat, and I went and looked it up and it was LaToya. It was Torn. So I was gonna ask you, like, what made you sample that song, but I guess you ain't really know about it.
No, I couldn't.
Who your producer?
Dag.
Damn, this somebody you work with like heavy.
Yeah, he produced basically my whole first project, not the whole second project, but the majority of it, and then he produced a good portion of 858 too, and he on the project rapping on with the Dagger. He is the Dagger.
Yeah, he had like a very old school type of AWACS, or what's that one dude from Boys in the Hood, or the one that one dude from Boys in the Hood, I forget his name. I think his name was AWACS in the movie or something. He sounded like him.
He like I can't put no concrete definition on this nigga because he's his own person. only he could. But you know, he remind me of like that Wu-Tang type shit.
Yeah.
Like he a real OG type nigga. Like that nigga's rooted in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like if you seen what he produced on that nigga, his shit, he's a real like hip hop nigga for real.
Yeah, that's what's up. So being a new artist, you know, coming up, what do you think is like the biggest struggles of being a new artist?
The biggest struggles of being a new artist, I would say, is the life that you gotta live between like releasing your shit. Cause I mean, you gotta, if you not signing no label or like you ain't got nobody dropping the bag on you for real, I mean, you gotta go out and get that shit yourself. So funding your shit, that's like the hardest part, but that's also the easiest part. Cause I mean, once you get the money, this shit just fall in place.
Right. That's what's up. You was working with a few, you know, big artists in Detroit like Payroll, you know, Dusty, you know, working with people like that. How do you feel like those relationships, you know, work out when you in the studio with artists like that who like Payroll for instance, who signed, you know, he's on a label and stuff like that. What's that feeling like for you?
I mean, well, I guess I kind of want to know what you mean, cause like I mean, it's like working with anybody. It's like, I mean, really, you know why you do it when you're doing working with somebody bigger, cause you're just trying to cross market and get they listeners and shit. But as far as like going into the studio, kind of what you mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean,
like if they work ethic different.
I mean, well, payroll, you walk in the studio, that nigga, he already like on the Pro Tools screen, the nigga verse was already done before I even paid that nigga. And Dusty, I think Dusty was in Cali at the time, so I mean, it's
you
a little back and
forth. Verse?
Yeah, so it's like a little back and forth on the email, but it only took like a week. Like, they turn around is good. The product, great, obviously, because you heard the shit. But, as far as they work ethic different from somebody else, I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, them niggas work hard, of course.
Okay. So, you talk a lot about Jay-Z, you know, Kanye West, you know, and besides them two being like, of course, you know, looked at as greats, legends. What about them makes you look at them in the way that you do?
In the way that I do, I mean, that's just, it's hard to move away from them type niggas like when I'm rapping, because that's like what I really came up listening to type shit.
Right.
Like that's what I've been listening to since I've been listening to music. So that's like my main influence when it's like, man, how do I approach this shit?
Favorite J album?
Favorite J album would be the Black Album. Kanye. Damn. I want to say Late Registration.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, or nah.
What about a lot of people?
I might say Graduation.
A lot of people that I've came across would say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That wasn't your cup of tea.
I mean, it's a great album.
That was like to me, very experimental album.
All his shit.
Really all his shit.
Go beyond 2010 is like,
yeah,
that nigga is just a RC nigga, so of course he gonna try some new shit. But
do you see yourself like
hopping in that bag?
Like as far as like being very, very artsy with your videos and stuff like that, trying to
videos. I mean, like I don't really care for like, I guess not too much going on in the video. Like I just want some shit that's gonna look crispy on your TV for real.
Right.
So I ain't about to have the motherfucking doves flying. I mean, you know what? No, let me not say that, because like once I got that budget, I might just have some dumb shit going on in my video. I ain't gonna lie, but no, I ain't really into like the niggas walking out with the mask on and shit, and just like motherfucking people dancing in the background and shit. Like, right. That ain't my style.
Yeah, because I noticed like even with artists like Vezzo, like when he started really getting to a certain point, his videos, or at least some of them, started to change. Like the balance video, that was a very different type of video from what we used to from Vezzo. You know what I mean? So a lot of artists, when they get to a certain level, they switch up their video style, or that's the label doing it.
It's the label.
You know what I mean? So yeah. What do you think is the best word to describe yourself?
In 2019, going on 2020, the best word to describe Baby Mark. My nigga Dope Div Huey tweeted that the new Baby Mark album is classic. So I fuck with that. I'm gonna say Baby Mark is classic.
Okay. I definitely see Cause this project, I'm gonna be honest, this project out of the the few that the last two that I've heard is definitely the best project that I've heard from you in like period. So when I heard this, I was like, and sometimes I'm surprised with new artists if they sounding dope or not. I wasn't surprised it was gonna be good because I heard the first two, but this one was like a really well put together project, like seriously. So I think that definitely described this album and you for sure.
Yeah.
Classic for sure.
Classic. You know what I'm saying? Pinky up music type shit.
What's relationships like for you?
Relationships with women?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they go well, I ain't about to divulge too much information, you know what I'm saying? They go well.
You gonna consider yourself a player type?
Nah, that's time consuming. I don't like I can barely maintain a relationship with one motherfucker, so it's like trying to talk to like 4 different people. That shit's stressful.
Right. So you like a one girl type of dude.
I ain't gonna say that. But I'm not a 4 girl type of dude either. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Lil Will and a trainer. That's
okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Alright.
Yeah.
So your brother and I, have we been in contact for like a minute, you know what I'm saying? How do your brother play into your career like as a rapper?
That nigga is the motherfucking footwork. Yeah, like he be out here. Even because I'm 22, so there was a time when you're like, nigga, I can't even be places type shit. So that nigga will already be out. That nigga already knows everybody, and he used to do the radio type shit. So it's not like an industry he's like a stranger to, and he will already know people going in.
Right.
But not to make it sound cliche, because that nigga like just died type, well, not just died, but like how Nipsey and his bro was like all money in type shit. Like we're the same way. Like nigga, I break bread with my brother. We spend all our fucking money on fucking music. So
right. Yeah. That's what's up. That's a good. I think that's a good support and energy to have around you, especially needed. As a new artist.
It's very needed.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they get staggered and they, without that support system, or because a lot of people complain about their family not supporting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They be trash.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean like they just the worst artist, but sometimes like you could kind of see, like I make good music. My parents fuck with my music. You know what I'm saying? My family fuck with my music. Those are my big supporters. You ain't gotta beg them to listen to you? Yeah, I ain't gotta beg nobody to listen to me, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it makes it easier just being me.
Right. So, being in the scene, like in the Detroit scene, doing music and stuff, was it, in the style of music that you do, was it hard not to try and fall into like that particular Detroit sound and just do that, since that's what's obviously working for everybody?
Nah, cause like I just approach it as myself. So even like when I first started, like you start rapping, nigga, you rapping on beats that you don't own. So it's like you just gonna gravitate to whatever you gravitate towards. And like I always listen to like hip hop type shit. So some of the first beats I rapped on was like motherfucking Jay-Z beats, Clips beats type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like I had a freestyle over a Trinidad Drains beat. But yeah, it's like, so you gonna gravitate towards what you gravitate towards. And like my whole listening scope was Detroit shit at the time. That's probably what I would have started out on, but nah. I've been listening to Jay and Cole and all type of shit since I've been little.
Who you think like in the industry you could go? Who you think you can match yourself on a track with? Like that you think you would sound good on the track with, or sound good on the track with you?
Anybody. I can't give you like one person. It's people I love to work with type shit, but like I fuck with Larry June as of like right now. That's one of my heavy rotation type people. I don't know if he count as industry because he bubbling on the underground type shit, but even like just on some like off the wall shit, like I could probably kill a song with Ariana Grande, but I could come back and do a song with like Benny the Butcher type shit. So
right.
I can't put myself in one box. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got flow.
As far as versatility, who you think like in the industry right now, as far as versatility, who you think like old and new, who you think like was one of the most influential artists, like as far as versatility, like just hopping on different types of genres. Because in my mind, Lil Wayne come to mind. Lil Wayne was doing everything, like rock, R&B. He was doing everything. He was on.
You know what? I'll tell you what I said back then. I ain't about to do no rock song. I mean, to me, I would have to say it's Drake, because Drake, this nigga got songs in Spanish. Like, Drake.
In Spanish? Like, he's...
literally, like, Spanish. Like,
if
you go, like, real deep in that man's, like, Apple Music or some shit, you can see appears on motherfucking a Spanish record and he's singing in Spanish type shit. Like, he collects a lot of bags. Like, you gonna hear Drake at the strip club, you gonna hear him at H&M, you gonna hear him at motherfucking Anthropology. Like, anywhere.
To end things off, what do you want people to, like, take from not only your music, but just you as a person, like, when they meet you and they hear your music?
That's a hard question. Because, what do I want people to take from me and my music? I mean, really, because I don't have, like, an overall message or, like, slogan in the shit I do. So, really, I just want you to take what you take from it. Like, don't, how I word it? Just be, I guess, just whatever you feel about it, just be honest about it, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like, if you feel like I'm a nigga that, you know, is like materialistic, whatever the fuck, and you want to apply that shit to your life, like, man, I'm gonna make my vices my appetite. Like I said in the song, you know what I'm saying? You can take that, or if you want to be West Bloomfield rich type shit, you can take that. Like, whatever you want to take from it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no, like I said, I ain't got no slogan or no shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, get rich if anything after you talk to me, nigga. Come back, get me a bag. Just make another bag.